Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Docker related some interview questions which is important for the DevOps engineer. So the first question is the total question which we are going to talk about uh, troubleshooting and issues related things. Okay. First thing, first question is cannot connect the to the Docker daemon. Okay. This error occur when the Docker client cannot communicate with the Docker daemon. So first of all, we have to understand what is the Docker daemon and what is the Docker client. Daemon is a background process that manages all the Docker operation like creating the container, image, network and volume, while the client is the user interface, usually a command line tool that sends the instruction to the daemon to perform those actions. Suppose we are going to perform or check how many parts are running. Okay, what we can do, we will try to send the docker ps command. Okay, what it will do, this is the client, it will be send a request to the daemon and daemon will revert the whatever status will be there, whatever output will be there. Okay, so this error will occur when the daemon is not running. If daemon is not running, we knows for running each and every service we are running daemon in background. For docker we are running docker daemon. Okay, for checking that, what we can do, we will check systemctl. Okay, status docker, you can see here this is in active state. Okay, similarly we can check the uh, a daemon of other services as well, like in case of mysql or apache, nginx, every service has own daemon. Okay, docker daemon is not running, but in our case daemon is running. User lack permission to access the docker. Sometimes what is happening, we are installing the docker with the help of root user, but as a normal user, if we are going to access or run the docker command, it is not allowing us to run the docker command because we install the docker as a root, and the binaries file is not accessible to the normal user. Okay, in such a case we have to add the normal user to that docker group so that they will be able to run the command without sudo. Okay, and third one is the incorrect docker socket configuration or daemon address. Okay, how can we fix this? First of all, check the status of docker whether it is running or not. Okay, if it is running, then fine. In our case it is running. Let me enter the password. Okay, it is running. If your docker service is in stop state, so then what you can do, you can start your, suppose I am going to stop it. Let's check the status. Okay, what is saying, stopping, but you can activate it by the docker socket. You can see here whatever signals we are giving, that is happening via the docker socket. So we have to make sure it is running or not. Okay, verify the socket permissions, ensure that user is the part of docker group. In our case, my user is the part of docker group, that is why I am able to run the command, docker related command. You can see here, for checking the version of the docker, what we are running, docker hyphen hyphen version, you can see here I am able to run the docker command. Simply you will enter the docker. Okay, it will be show the all the options are available. Okay, what we can perform with the help of docker command. And check the daemon socket address, verify the docker configuration configured correctly. Okay, this is the path where we can see a docker daemon. Okay, by ensuring the environment variable docker host. Okay, so let me echo this one. So what it will do, it will be send the echo dollar and that host name. In my case it is empty, so it is unset or point to the correct socket. In our case it is unset. Okay, so what we can do, we can point out to the socket daemon to Jason. Next question is, Docker daemon is not running. This error indicate that Docker daemon process is not active on the host system. If Docker daemon is not running, then we have to do, we have to check the status and run the uh, start the Docker daemon service. And next what we can do, we can check the startup error. If any error is coming, with the help of general ctl hyphen u docker. If still you are facing some issue, then try to do one thing: uninstall your Docker package from your system and then again reinstall your system. Okay, that can resolve your issue. The next question is, Docker daemon out of memory. See, here our Docker daemon is running on this system, means it is occupying the memory of our local system. If the memory will not available in this system, what it will do, it will be fail to run or perform any kind of task. The Docker daemon fails to allocate the memory because the host system is insufficient memory or swap space. As we know, if you don't have any swap space or any memory, what it will do, it will be, it can't run any kind of process. Okay, whatever things we are doing via the Docker command, background it is running some processes, right? Host system lack of sufficient memory, that can be a cause. Okay, and memory limits are improperly configured. Suppose we use some service user quota, okay, to limit the memory, might be some limit is unconfigured properly. So what we can do, increase the system memory or swap space with the help of allocate command. Okay, and make it swap and swap on your system. And second thing, optimize the container memory uses, limit the memory uses per container so that it will be utilize the limited memory, and monitor the uses of your Docker. Okay, so how we can monitor? Docker stats is the command. With the help of that, we can monitor our Docker stats. See, what is happening in my case, actually there is no container running. That is why it is showing nothing. See, no container is running. So here should be the container id, the name of container, cpu, memory. Okay, and how much limit you have set, network io, block io, and process ids. These things you can see with the help of Docker stats command. Next one is like uh, error initializing the graph driver. When this kind of error you will face, this error arises when the Docker encounter an issue with the configured storage or graph driver. So this can be a cause corrupted Docker storage or graph driver. Okay, so how we can check that? With the help check the storage driver compatibility, confirm the default driver, check Docker info and grab the storage. And second, what we can do, we can clean the corrupted storage if any will be there. Okay, see, in our case what we are using, overlays to, this is the Docker storage driver. And what we can do, we can clean the uh, uh, corrupted storage. And third one, what we can perform, switch the storage driver one to another. In our case it is already there. In your case, if it is not overlays to, then you can choose the correct one. And after making these changes, we have to restart our Docker daemon so that all the changes will be reflect properly. Next question is like Docker daemon C group can't find C group mount destination. This error occur when Docker cannot locate the C group mount point on the host system. So this this error will come when misconfigured or missing the C group on the host. Kernel support the C group is disabled. How can we fix that? Verify the C group availability, mount and grep the C group. Okay. See, in our case, it is already there. Okay. And enable the C group if it is not there. And check the Docker compatibility. Confirm your kernel version support the C group versions. Okay. If it is supporting, then fine. If it is not supporting, then we have to deal with in some other way. Next question is error response for the daemon layer in is in use. This error comes when a Docker image layer is being used by running containers or another image. As we know, when we are writing the Docker file, step by step we are creating the layers. Okay, so if the Docker image layer is being used by a running container or another image, might be that time you will get such kind of error. So how to fix that? List the dependent containers, docker ps-a. With the help of that we can check what are the containers which are using the same kind of image. Stop or remove the dependent containers. Okay, and prune the unused layer so that it will be uh, it will be resolve your issue. The next question is error response from daemon. Too many sublink uh, symbolic link encountered. Okay, so this error indicates that Docker encountered an excessive number of symbolic link in a file or volume path. This could be a cause recursive or excessive symbolic link in volume or file path. When we are attaching any volume to our Docker container, that time what it is doing, it is creating the uh, soft link. Okay, and if it is not correct mounted, so it could be the cause. Okay, so these are the steps. With the help of that we can try to fix it. Next question is docker compose can't start the service, driver failed, programming external connectivity. This error occur when the docker compose failed to set up the external connectivity for a service. Might be the port conflicts or firewall issues or missing the privilege for docker. So what we can do, we can check the what are the port in used. Okay, we can check the all the ports with the help of netstate uh, lntu command. Okay, and we can grab the specific port which port you are using in our docker container. Okay, and check the restart the system. Okay, or try to change the port number in your docker compose file. Or what we can do, we can inspect the docker compose log so that it will be clear like what the issue they are causing. Okay, next question is error response from daemon. Write where lib docker temp no space left in device. This error indicates that the docker host has run out of disk space. So disk space on the docker host is full, then you will might be face such kind of issue. Because when we are running any docker container or creating any image, all the things are storing in slash where lib docker in temp file. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to prune the uh, we have to we have to remove unused containers, images or volumes. Okay, so that we can clean up our a disk space. Okay, and second one is the resize the Docker partition. Okay, what we can do, we can change the size of this one directory so that it can start using the disk space. Okay, and add the temporary space if your temporary space is not available indirectly in template. Okay, this is also a way. And last question is error response from daemon conflict, the container name is already in use. This error occurs when a container with the same name already exists even if it is in stop state. It will not allow you to run the multiple containers with the same name, similar like port. We can use a single port on a host at a time for any container. We can't run the multiple Docker container on same port. So how we can find out or fix it? Find the conflicting containers docker ps-a and filter the with the name, and remove or rename the container. Okay, uh, or start the container with the different name. This can also be an option. So I hope these questions will help you to understand what are the real time issues we are facing and how we can fix it. The first important thing is how we are approaching to resolve any issue. First of all, check the logs, try to find out the root cause. Then the solution will be very easy. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Bye.